Hi everyone, welcome back to Engineering Space, where engineers break the border of engineering. In this time, we're gonna learn about designing building using Revit software, where Revit is one of the most famous building information modeling software that we can use to designing from architecture through construction and also the structural itself. So we just want to create a project or a building with the sense of classical building, and we just found in the internet the picture like this. I think this is one of the good building, but yeah, this is gonna be a very long time project for sure, and that's why we want to break down this building in Revit project. So before we open the Revit, let we look forward into this building previously. Let we start inspect it by maybe we want to keep a markup. Okay. As you can see, this building contain at least maybe, let we start to assume. Wait a minute, I think we need more light color. Okay, maybe we use pen. Let we assume this is the first floor, and then this is the second floor, and also this is the last floor or the third floor, while it will containing at least maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you can identify the inside of the building, but let we assume we at least have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 6 column over there, and let we just assume this one by doing it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, maybe the first thing we're gonna do is we defining the structural concept of this building by creating the column and beam for the entire project. So let me open our Revit. Alright, now we are currently on the Revit software, and for creating the new models we just hit the new button in the model tabs, model section. And if you want to create families, a little bit about families, when we are designing a project in Revit, we are using a family to start connecting between one family into the other family and so on, so we can finally create a complete project. So but this time we just gonna make a collection of families, so we're gonna create a new model. And let we choose, because we want to creating a building that will be creating all in one between architectural, construction and structural analysis, and of course also the quantities of the project and then the scheduling of the project. So I think the right one, we should choose the construction template to go on within this new project. Okay, this is gonna be our window for floor plan, and the first thing we're gonna do is defining the layout of the project. And as you can see here, we just break down the building, and we found some fact that we need a lot of grid and level. So definition of the level is when we're creating a project in Revit, we're gonna use level to defining the elevation between the first section and the second floor and the third floor, or the story of the building. And the definition of grid is defining the intersection between the column. So here we go, we need 3, 4, or maybe, yeah, for this time maybe we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we just need 4, and we may add one level again for the groundbreaking or the ground elevation, and also for the foundation. So it will be, in total we're gonna use, this is for the ground level or the basement, and the last one is for the foundation. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level. Let me create it first. We go to is, and then we create the level using LL. We need the second floor, and it will be equal to 4 meters. Let's just put it here. Wait a minute. Alright, so we're creating the next layer for the third level again, and then 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we add some else for the fascia and the rooftop. So we need one. So we need an elevation. Maybe we create it at 2000. And we need the ground breaking 5000 from the bottom, and we need the ground level at 5000, and the last for the foundation. Well, maybe foundation will be automatically we're gonna create later. So I think this is what gonna be our level. Yeah, after this we're gonna continue to creating a grid. Let's be back to the level 0. We just creating the grid through this picture, through this old picture, and we found that we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wait a minute, let me create it here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then similar with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me just make it clear. And for this section, I think we may use twice, so it will be equal if we count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 16, and then in the left side and the right side of the building we also contain 6. And for this intersection, let we assume we're gonna use this as 2.5. Well, actually I don't know what is the actual size of this building, but this is just my prediction through the dimension of the building. So this will be equal to 4 meters. Let me create it. So if you want to make a grid, you're starting by creating GR. Let's make it here. Yes, the first, this will be equal to 40, and this will be equal to 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me back to the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we need 6. Alright. let's remove this one. Okay, we're just creating the 6 grid right now, and then we're gonna continue by creating grid again with just we're using 2015. All right. And then we also creating and then 1 2 3 4. We need 16 times. Damn, it's a really big home I ever made. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. All right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3. So we need it again as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6. All right. And then if I go back to the picture, it will be similar. And then let's be back by creating. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna continue creating grid within 4000 like this, and then oh sorry, I just like this, and then through this to this 4000 3 and 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Well, we're just finishing the entire of the grid for the y-axis or x-axis. And the second one, we need to also defining the section in the z-axis, or can let we assume this is as x-axis, and we also need the y-axis to defining the grid. So we don't have the other section of the picture, so I think we just assume about the building behind this old picture. So, or maybe we start to searching on the internet how the building looks like. So let me just zoom the position of the building. We start from the front section of the building. As you can see here, this is the first front of the building, and this is the second one, and this is the last. So let me create it more familiar for us. Wait a minute. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3. Okay, 4 column from 1 2 3 4. Okay, start from this point. It will be equal to here, and then similar with this 1 2 3 4, it will be like this. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, well, finished. So this is gonna be the building looks like, guys. Let this one become more, oh sorry, all right, looks good. God damn. Well, we have this kind of section right now, so let me assume that we have a long section here as approximately maybe 6 meters. So from this point to this point it will be equal to 6 meters. So let me just create the section here. Okay, maybe you take it from here. It's okay. Okay, I think I need more. Wait a minute, let me just increase the size of the paper or the view. Okay, and then let me just $6,000. Yep. Okay, I think this was enough for the section that we need to defining. Just let me erase it first. I think I need more position in this intersection, so it will be better. Like this, and starting from this point we just use 6,000. I think it will be enough. So mainly this was the first section for that, and then if we assume that, maybe we can assume the distance from this to this point will be equal to, oh sorry, from this to this is 6 meters, and then through this to this, let me assume this will be equal to 6 meter too. So okay, let me create it more. Let me assume from this point it will be equal to 6 meter too. So this like this. All right. and then let we just take the same position with the rear position of the building. It will be equal from this point into this point will be equal to 6 meter, and also from this point to this point it will be equal to 6 meter too. Let me just creating grid, and then cut them. I just a little bit confused within this structure. It's really big. But yes, it will be nice. Okay, maybe the important thing that we should define before we take the rear position is the width of the building, and we just defined the length previously from this point to this point, and but we need to also to defining the main width of the building. Okay, this is gonna be quite confusing me, but let me first using from this point into this point, it will be equal to damn 2.500 meters. This is not home. We just creating a massive, I mean, like, cat. Is it real home? Okay, quite nice. Well, I think we just creating the most massive grid building ever seen. Not ever seen, ever made maybe for me, but this is gonna be very big. So let me just assume that the building is will be, because the width are equal to 2,500 meters, so I think we just need to separate it into two for the width of the building. So let me use calculator and do let's split it with 2. Okay, let me just make it as 14 meters maybe for the width, and if I'm not wrong, the White House itself equal to 51.2 meters for long, and then 26.1 meters in the width. So okay, but we create it as 40 meters maybe for the width of the building. Fine, and then let's make it create again and equal to 14,000. God damn, and it will be equal to here. Well, I think this is one of great project, and I don't know it will be done or not, but let we just take fun with this. Just wait a minute, let we just create a grid again with the distance equal to 6 meter for this section, and also let we just mirror this one, and then let we just move it up equal to, sorry, no, this make me a little bit confused for sure. Damn, it's like a really very big building. Wait, is it equal with this? Okay. So yeah, we just finish it. Well, this is the building. God damn, so really big. We just make something that's really mind-blowing, but yeah, again, just take fun, brother. This is gonna be a very long-term project for us to finish it up, but yeah, and it will be something that really interesting, or something like, come on, just do it. And then we're just gonna be like, alright, so let me just move on. But previously let we save our grade and level, because this is a really big project for me. Let me save it in maybe Revit project for ES, and then Let's save it as project of classical building. Okay, we are successfully, and as what you know, you should understand too, we should create the grid for our this one, and so equals also here, and then we just mirror it. Ish. It will be look like this, and then god damn, this is a really big project for me. Okay, now god, this just make me confused to seeing the grid so really much, and this also equal to 3 to intersect between this part, and then this will be equal to, yes, like this. Alright, so we just finish it up, and yeah, defining the position of. Alright, after we successfully creating the grid, as you can see in the window, now we are going to creating the maybe the interior section. If you see the picture, it's quite so really big enough of building. Yes, as you can see in the building, it's really big, and well, I even don't know what kind of interior that we need in the inside of the building, but let me take some, so maybe we can see from this picture. I got this picture through internet, and this is the main floor plan of the White House before the recent change. So I think this is have a similarity within kind of the project that we want to create between have similarity with the project we gonna create. Yes, there are some differences between the White House building within the second one, within the first one. I mean, like the building we want to build in the first project. So the infrastructure or the interior, that I think the idea of the interior that we're gonna use is similar like what the White House, and we just need to expanding it 2 times, because after I doing some Revit research, the White House itself, it's only smaller than our previous project within this. So I think we just need to twice this interior into our latest interior. So let's get it started. Alright, guess what you can see in the picture. Just wait a minute. Okay, let me figure out. First we need to make it quite and then after that 2 times. Duh, ini ayam juga ah. Asik banget. Okay, it will be like this, and let us start to creating the interior of the building. This part. Alright, just like this. And after that, let us start to creating the interior. Okay, let me creating the beam first for the section that we want to show. And then wait. Start by creating the beam here, and it will crossing across until this point, and well, I think this is already the longest beam that I've ever known. So I think first of all we need to split this beam into 3 sections. Let me see the figure again. And this gonna be part 1 to 1. This what part 1, and this one into this one, and also this one into this one. So I think we need 3 beams that we're gonna be separated this time. So I think from the left wing of the building and the right wing of the building and the center itself. So we gonna put the beam. I think the correct beam is through from this point into this point. Yes, from this point to, I think the correct beam is we take from this point into this point, and then it's similar with this side into this side, and then we're gonna create the beam through here, and through here. Alright, through here, and also from here to here, and then from here to here, and then from here to here, also from here to here. Let me check it first, the 3D version. Alright, so far so good. Yes, creating the beam. And is it right or not? Oh yeah. Let's continue through here to here, and the last through here to here. Alright, so this is gonna be how the beam cross the section, and I think it's quite makes sense for us to see the result later on, but this is not put in the analysis, we just creating it, and yeah, just part of the process of the building itself. And as you can see here, after creating the cross-section beam from here to here, and then from here to here, in this interior section, this created the main hall. I think this is what I call as the main hall, into two parts or three parts, the first, second, and the third part. So I think we also need to consider the interior also like this. Okay, let me try to draw it. And I think one of the not necessary thing I think to consider is the staircase in this section. I think it is better to put the staircase in the main of the building, not in the corner or in the left side or in the side of the building. So I will consider to put the big staircase here in the center. So let me give a little big corridor in our building. So yes, let's move on. Let me connect first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 4. I think the better option is we are using the this point to this point, I think. Sorry. You will be familiar with this from this point, the eye, from this point to this point. Okay, and we can left the center point will be collected. So yeah, let me continue to put the beam. from this point. Through this point, and then from this point through this point. Let me check the 3D. Yeah, it's look good. And then hopefully this can be applicable and we could get better analysis result in structure condition. But so far I think this is quite good enough interior concept, so we can continue to designing the interior itself. Okay, let's move on. Let me put the DI first from this point through this point. And from this point through this point. $12. Okay, let's creating a wall. Creating a wall from this section to, of course, this gonna be very big home or very big house. I mean, this point, and then from this point to this point. Let me check the 3D. And yep, it's quite enough. We're just creating the 2 levels, and I think we need a bigger, and this will be equal to 5,000 and this will be equal to 10,000. To level 1. Up to level 2 and apply. And I guess you can see here our interior look like, and then let me first just put the and then from here to here, also from so I think this was a good start from the point that we want to create. We have some trouble here. The walls are not connected within the beams, so let me connect it with up to level 2 and apply. Oh, sorry, up to level 2. Yep. And then this how it looks like, and then Let me back to level 0 and then our floor plan, and then let's move to this one. Okay, I think it was same from the first point to it will be similar until the next level, so all we need just copying all of this into the second story and the last story. But before that, let me move on to how the White House interior looks like. Okay, here we can identify how the interior look like in the first floor of the White House. It contains at least approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, okay, 12 room, and it contains each room here. And then I don't know what the meaning of this room: green room, blue room, red room, state dining room, family dining room. Okay, interesting. Let us pair it between the dining room for state or any professional dining room and family dining room, and then another room, right? Okay, I just follow this one. I think it's quite cool. But if you see our floor plan right now, this is actually our floor plan, and we just need to copy it into the second floor and the third floor. So I will just copy all of this wall into another floor before we start to, I mean, like editing it or so this is actually how our floor plan looks like, and we just need to connecting it with until the last roof that we until the roof, I mean, of our buildings. So we just do our best to connecting them until the level 3. Okay, it will be wait a minute. Maximum height. think it's too high for us, so it will be equal to 8,000. And let's move this to 4,000. Yeah, I think this was good enough for our building. And we also need to create level 1. Okay, this is gonna be how the walls look like. And then yeah, I think it's enough. Let me move on to level 3. Level 2, we're gonna see this kind of interior, and then all we need just to redesigning everything. So maybe we're gonna back to, wait a minute, I want to go to ace section, and here we can see the ace section that defining the level 0 equal to 0 to 4,000 millimeters. And from this picture we realize that we have a building or a wall that containing to the front, and from the 4,000 or 4 meters to 12 meters, it's not containing a wall. So let me start to creating a wall again from level 0, and just click wall here, and then put it here, click here and here, just like this. And you can see from the 3D it's gonna be look like this. Oh, wait a minute, is it okay? We got trouble here that our it should be connected to level 1, so it will be equal to 4,000 millimeters. And yeah, this is what we hope. And then also after that we need to defining also the beam. So define the beam, but previously and I think this will be similar also with point from here to here. Hopefully okay, this good. This also looks good. And then okay, before we put some kind of like window and so on, let me creating the rooftop first by putting a slab over there, and then yeah, maybe this enough before we end up this video. Okay, basically we don't need this kind of thing that out of the box from the beam, and yeah, we don't need this one. So let me erase it first, and it will be similar with this. We just need to it contain from here to here, because we're gonna put the column over there. Okay, these are to hike. So let me previously editing the wall. This, I mean, these are not the same. We just need to level one, so you don't need to hike. And then if you go to structural plane, let me just delete it, and the level 3, let's just move. Well, I'm not getting the point where I can edit this kind of thing. From this point. Alright, so is it enough thing we have created good front view? All we need right now just creating some surfaces like window, like creating some object like window and then column and so on. So, and the next thing we need to also creating the walls through from here through here, as what you can see in the figure. This section also has their own floor, and it will be filled by the stair, but it's key to put a slab, I think, slab between all of this section. So maybe to keep to we're gonna continue it next session again. I think it was enough for this time. We're just creating the grid line and then also containing it with some stuff like the walls and also the beam. See you again, and thank you for your attention. Don't forget to watch another videos, and if you like the video, don't forget to hit the button like and don't forget to subscribe so you're not gonna be miss our new videos and the new lesson. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.